So above us is the first rescue helicopter we've seen so far on the trip.
We've descended all the way down to the small town of Shirke by the river.
Yeah, that was probably the scariest bridge we've crossed so far. We've woken up and you can see this beautiful mountain behind us. Things have started to get a little bit strange here up in the hills.
Good morning and welcome to Lhotse again.
We are Andrew and Leanne, and in 2021 we packed our bags, quit our jobs and sold our car to buy a one-way ticket to travel the world. In the last episode we made our way to the small town of Benkar. Join us as we make our way further up towards Everest Base Camp.
On our way to Namche.
So we're getting so used to crossing these bridges now, but even so, they are absolutely gorgeous. When you look down over the rivers, and this river's quite violent today. I'll show you now, 1 second. What a difference a day can make with the weather. We haven't seen anything like this for 9 days, and all of a sudden it's all on show this morning. So we have now entered Sagramatha National Park, which is where we will start our slow ascent up to Everest Base Camp. Just to let you know, there are two fees that you have to pay to enter the national park. The first one is from Lhotse, and you have to pay the municipality fee, which is 2,000 Nepali rupees. And the second one is the national park fee, which is 3,000 Nepali rupees. So in total, to make it up to Everest Base Camp, you have to pay 5,000 in fees.
Stop for a quick tea break before our big climb up to Namche. This is the small town of Debouche, and we're gonna have a Snickers and a cup of tea.
Along the trek, we've been trying to teach Ram some Scouse slang.
All right, kidda. All right, lad.
So, we are just about to cross another suspension bridge. This one is the highest suspension bridge I think we climb throughout the whole trip. There are actually two bridges here. There's one below, which is the old bridge, and then there's this one, which is the new bridge. The old bridge, you used to have to walk down the path, cross, and then walk back up. But so they made the second one, which is higher and much easier for the trek. As you can see, this bridge is massive. There's the old bridge, and all the way down there is the river. So yeah, this bridge is super high. Let's try not to look down too much.
Made it to Namche. Not too bad today. Namche.
The hike up to Namche is done.
Was a bit worried about today, to be honest, because he said it was a lot of uphill, and it was a lot of uphill, but felt really strong again. Had loads of energy.
My legs did actually feel a little bit weak coming up for a short period. Wasn't sure why that was. I'm not sure if it was just because they were fatigued. Don't think it was altitude, because we slept at higher than this and had no issues whatsoever.
Weather's been pretty good. It was quite sunny, so it was quite hot. It was a lot of uphill.
We were actually given a set of hiking sticks before we left Lhotse, and they've really helped.
Looking forward to exploring Namche. We do get a rest day as well at Namche, so, well, a rest day. We actually have to hike like 400 meters or something for acclimatisation. But feeling pretty good, pretty strong. Hopefully we sleep well. Yeah.
Good morning everybody, and welcome to Namche Bazaar. I have just woken up, just washed my hair, looked out the window, and this is the view that has greeted me this morning. I've definitely woken up to worse views in my life.
The city's pretty sleepy this morning. It's a beautiful clear day. You can see all the mountains. The sun's just coming up behind one of the big ones over that way. And today we've got a acclimatisation day. So it's a pretty easy day, no backpacks, around about 3 to 5 hours, and then back for some lunch and dinner.
There is a museum that we are heading to first with a viewpoint of Mount Everest. And then we are heading to the Everest View Hotel, hopefully to get another view of Everest. Yeah, then we're just kind of walking around for a few hours.
So behind this statue here of Tenzing Sherpa, you can see just in the distance, not so clearly, but just in the distance, there's a pointy mountain to the right, a black mountain to the left, and in between is Everest.
This one! We are surrounded on all sides by mountains. I'm going to give you a quick like 360 panorama just so you can see. But this is incredible.
Quick water break. Don't think we're too far off the top now. Views are great. Get out of breath.
This is Namche Bazaar. This is where we started this morning. We started in one of these hotels here. So just before we've reached the Everest View Hotel, the clouds have rolled in. These clouds have been following us for the past 8 days. But it's so strange. There were mountains all around us literally 5 minutes ago, and now there are none.
So we're here at the Everest Hotel, which is one of the premium hotels here in Nepal. It's a beautiful, clear, sunny day, and hopefully here is Everest. There's lots of people here now taking photos. It's all clearing up, and it's been a great day. Now we're going back down for food because we're starving. Really quick confession cam for today.
Yeah, acclimatisation day done. We made it to the Everest View Hotel.
We actually got really good views of Everest today from the Everest View Hotel.
The views to Everest were absolutely stunning. We were worried on the way up because the clouds rolled in and you couldn't see any mountains at all.
It was about a 5-hour trek that we did in about 2.5 hours. So I think we are pretty strong now. But yeah, great day today. Can't wait for tomorrow. Got a short, like 5-hour hike tomorrow, same altitude. Looking forward to that.
So yeah, looking forward to it.
Good morning from Namche. Today we leave to go to Tengboche. Slightly higher, 3,800 meters. Nice sunny day. See the mountain and the monastery. Jam, let's go.
So we were lucky yesterday. Everest, Lhotse and Amadablam are all hiding behind the clouds this morning. There's still a couple of mountains up there in the haze. Still, nice clear day. I think we still have maybe 4.5 hours and we should get to Tengboche. This mountain here, Lhotse, doesn't get anywhere near as much love as it deserves. It's the 5th tallest mountain in the world, and from here we get such an incredible view of it. This mountain next to it, that is Amadablam. A lot shorter, but the Nepali people call it the sexy mountain. So we just stopped for a quick cup of tea. We just met up with Bart, our friend from the Netherlands again. Passing ships in the night. Every time we stop for tea, he will meet us just as we're leaving. Hopefully he will be staying in the same lodge as us in Tengboche, so we can play a few games of cards. Lunch is done. Look, we met back up with Bart. So we're all going back up to Tengboche together.
Yes.
So the uphill stretch from Pongitanga up to Tengboche is no joke, quite steep. So we're just taking our time, going slow. We'll make it. So we have finally made it to Tengboche. We had to climb around 557 meters from our lunch point, and I felt every single one of them. Well done.
Well done.
Right. This is Tengboche. And this is where we stop for the night.
No strength.
So, the guest house we wanted to stay at in Tengboche was full. So we have to walk another half hour down the hill to find somewhere else.
So we've arrived at our second location. Dingboche was full, so we've come to Debouche, about 25 minutes down the road, and you can see Everest from our door. So we've arrived at Paradise Lodge. We're staying in this room, room 25. We've already had a big jug of ginger, honey and lemon tea. We've had some fried rice, and now we're going to a monastery.
So lucky. So we've actually just been inside of this monastery, and the decorations inside were so beautiful, like really, really nice. Probably nicer than most of the other temples that I've been in. There was like a big skin drum, and like so many paintings in the back wall. It was almost like a built-in shelving unit, and it was full of what looked like really, really old like books. Really, really pretty place. Really glad we got to go inside. So nice.
So, confession cam for getting to Tengboche or Debouche.
We made it to Tengboche. Tengboche was fully booked, and so we had to go further on to Deboche.
Quite a short day. Lots and lots and lots of climbing, pretty much all day.
We actually ended up climbing up to 3,800 meters and then dropping back down to 3,600.
I think everybody feels really good. Got some really high altitude days coming up in the next few days, so a bit nervous about that.
One of the beautiful day we walk, and from the Namche to Tengboche, I would say like 6 hours, but so we make it to like 5 hours. That's one of the we are fitness group.
We must have climbed around 600 meters yesterday, and my legs felt every single one of them. I'm not gonna lie. At one point I did struggle. Still hopeful that we'll make it to base camp on time, and yeah, I'm hoping everybody else is enjoying the trip as much as I am.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Good morning from the tiny little town of Debouche. We slept here last night because Tengboche was full. We have an absolutely beautiful morning. The views from all the way around us are stunning. And over off in the distance, we can even see Everest and Lhotse this morning.
Really, really nice.
Today is a very, very, very special day. We haven't reached base camp yet, don't worry, but it's Ram's birthday.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's my special day today.
Special day. He's already had a bit of a cake. Everybody wish him a happy birthday in the comments. He kept it quiet from us. We only found out this morning. So happy birthday, Ram.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Also, we haven't mentioned yet, but these things are called manuals, like sacred rocks with prayers written on them. The correct way to go around these is to always go around clockwise. It's bad luck if you go around counterclockwise, so you always want to go around this way. Same with anything like a stupa or a temple, always go around it clockwise. If you're spinning the prayer wheels, you always want to try and get an odd number of dings from the bells.
So hopefully I'm pointing to Everest, probably the clearest view we've ever had of it, and the one next to it is Lhotse. Everest is obviously the highest in the world, and Lhotse is the 5th highest in the world. We've stopped for our first tea break of the day. Where are we? Tengboche. This is a popular place, obviously. There's lots of people around us. I'm going to get some salt tea, try and replace some electrolytes. Andrew's gone for milk coffee. Feeling pretty tired, to be honest, today. I'm not sure what's going on. Probably the last 14 days have caught up with me finally. It's really warm, a lot warmer than I thought it would be.
The crazy thing is, we're actually only a 12-hour walk away from Everest Base Camp. But the issue we have is, we need to stop for at least one day in Dingboche to acclimatise to the altitude, to then push on to Deboche, and then finally East EBC. Wow. Wow.
So this manual here is in memory of all the Sherpa people. Look at the backdrop. It's just unbelievable. Wow. Wow.
So since the other day, the helicopters have been pretty much non-stop. We have seen so many since Lhotse. Wow. So we have now had our final views of Everest for the next couple of days. We'll get another glimpse just before base camp, but then the best views of all will come when we reach Acclimatising. But there, she's disappeared behind the ridge, behind Lhotse. We're about to stop for lunch because we are absolutely starving. Boglagio. Whew. So this is where we are stopping for lunch. In the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the mountains, with views of Lhotse and views of Amadablam. Wow, this is what I was expecting when I signed up to walk to Everest Base Camp. So for the past hour, we've been walking with this yak herder, and at some points he's dropped behind and we've herded the yaks. So we are now technically Nepali yak herders. So far in Nepal, I've ploughed a field with an ox. And I have herded yaks through the Himalayas. Not a career path I thought I'd see myself taking, but hey, I'm not mad.
So we've made it to Dingboche. Right there, there's a helicopter landing. Our yak herder friend is down there. Feeling really good, really strong, a bit tired. Jam, let's go.
Good morning from a very, very cold Dingboche. It is -2 degrees Celsius at the moment. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. I'll put it down below. We just have a small walk today, maybe 3 hours, but we are reaching our new highest altitude of 4,700 meters. This is an acclimatization day, and then tomorrow we head on to Debouche, which has lows of -6. But hey ho. Something I find really amazing is that the 5th largest mountain in the world, Lhotse, is just there, and yet we can't see it because of the clouds. Yesterday we had like beautiful blue skies and we saw mountains all around us, and this morning we can't see a thing. So we're above the tree line now. We're not really struggling to breathe, but we found that if you don't concentrate on your breathing and you forget to take a breath every now and then, you notice it and you're like immediately out of breath afterwards. So it's definitely noticeable, the altitude, but still loving it. I thought for a second that last one wasn't going to make it. This mountain here, this one here, that is Lhotse, the 5th tallest mountain in the world. This ridge is called Knox, and just on the other side of Knox is Everest, the tallest mountain in the world.
Just having a cup of tea beneath the world's 5th biggest mountain. No biggie.
We are so much faster going down. It's unreal. Here, have a look at Leanne. She's practically running.
So, we both really need to have a wash, and you can get a shower here, but they charge 500 rupees each for hot water, and we're not sure if we've got enough money to get up to base camp and back down to Namche. So I'm gonna go and get a cold bucket wash. Wish me luck.
So after a cold water wash, the only way to heat up is with a fire. And as there's no wood up here, they use yak poop. They basically gather the poop from the fields and then they flatten it into pancakes and dry it on either the walls or the grass. And then they keep it in a pile and burn it. Yes, so every single time we see a pile of dried yak poop, we actually get really excited because we know there's going to be a fire that's going to keep us warm.
Okay, so getting to Dingboche.
Okay, so day... I honestly can't even remember what day it is.
Hey, yeah, we got to here Dingboche, and nice to easy day for the today, like acclimatization.
Pretty easy. Can definitely tell that the air is a little bit thinner up here.
Once again, no issues with my legs. Felt really, really strong on the way up.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Beginning of the day, had a bit of chest pain, but I think it was mainly just anxiety about going higher and higher.
I'm not struggling to breathe, but if I forget to take a breath, sometimes I find myself out of breath afterwards.
Looking forward to the next step. Should be in base camp in the next day or two.
Hopefully we keep going strong.
Thank you.
Hi guys, it's Andrew from the future. Really quickly, I just wanted to say if you enjoy the videos, please subscribe. It helps the channel out a huge amount. And also follow us on Instagram because we share daily stories and it's easy for you guys to keep up to date with where we are and what we're doing.
This behind us is actually the research facility. This is, funnily enough, where we are sleeping tonight.
So obviously in this room, we can't show everything in detail because it is still a working research facility.
We are having to take things quite a bit slower at the moment because the ground is frozen. After years and years of wanting to do this, I have finally made it to base camp.
Cheers. Cheers.
Good morning guys, from the top of Kalapata. So this morning, we actually have a flight from Tenzing Hillary Airport